not only that, I do work for Metro Access as well. And what happened for me, ladies and gentlemen, I was looking for a change, right? I was looking for something different, and I was looking for something that could give me meaning and put me in position to do whatever it is I felt like I could do, because I realized that I was meant for something greater. Now, as I mentioned, I have been working now as an entrepreneur for the past 9 years. However, before I started down the path of entrepreneurship, I was working at this one particular job, and maybe like a lot of you on this webinar, I was faced with losing my job. Right, I was faced with losing my job because this one particular company was faced with some serious financial situations. And I remember like it was yesterday what it felt like to have my back up against the wall, not knowing what tomorrow had in store for me. It was it was such an awkward feeling, taking that ride home and not knowing if I would have a job the very next day. But it actually led me down the golden road of entrepreneurship, guys. But guess what? It still just didn't feel like enough. And that's when I met my millionaire mentor. And she literally told me, listen, Josh, it really doesn't matter how many different things you do financially for money, but you got to learn these two principles. Now, I hope you all have pen and paper ready to go, because this next information could actually change your life. But she said, listen, Josh, it really doesn't matter how many different things you do financially for money, but you got to learn these two principles. You got to learn how to keep what you already have, and you got to learn how to make it multiply. Now, when I heard the thought of making my money multiply, right, I knew I needed to know exactly what it was that she knew. So understand the individual that got you on this call this evening, they must really, really care about you and love you, and want you to take advantage of everything it is that we're going to talk about. So let's have a conversation about money, right? That's why we're here. So um uh it really doesn't matter, well, there's four different ways you can make money. It doesn't matter, how old you are, how young you are, wherever you live at in the world. There's still four different ways you can make money. So growing up, me personally, I was only taught that there was one way that you can make money, until I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, an author by the name of Robert Kiyosaki. He broke down the fundamentals of something called the four-way cash flow quadrant, right? You see, the four-way cash flow quadrant is literally where you have a wrong side of money, aka the left side of money, and then you have the right side of money. You see, the left side of money is where you have 95% of people controlling only 5% of the wealth. And 60% of those 95 are people who actually work for somebody else, simply meaning they wake up every single day, they go to work, they get paid. And when they don't go to work, they don't get paid. Now, I don't want you to get it twisted, right? I'm not here to down on jobs. I just want individuals to really, really understand that if your job is your only source of income, that's a super dangerous place to be in. There's nothing wrong with having a job, but there is something wrong with only having a job, again, because you can't determine whether or not your job needs to utilize you. So with that being said, I want you guys to think back to what happened in the beginning of 2019, right? There was something called a government shutdown. And, when this happened, we actually found out that 78% of people were already living paycheck to paycheck. So can you imagine what it feels like, right? Can you imagine what it feels like to go from living paycheck to paycheck to literally having no check at all? Now, with that being said, what happened in the top of 2020, something called COVID-19, the pandemic. I mean, this thing literally won't leave. It just seemed like it just won't let up. And I just heard recently that there's some new strain that's supposed to make things even worse. I mean, we can't get a break. But it's crazy, because a lot of people didn't realize just how disposable that they were, right? A lot of people were laid off. Unfortunately, a lot of different establishments were closed down. A lot of people went from making six figures, to only making 30K a year. And that's because they simply did not have multiple ways of getting paid, right? So understand, I'll leave you with this as it relates to only having a job. You see, your job dictates everything about you, right? It dictates the type of clothing that you wear, the type of home that you live in, all the way down to the type of education that your children are receiving. A job is not willable. And the last time I checked, you can't leave your job with your kids. So some people, they go into self-employment, meaning they're that 35% of people of that 95 that only make up 5% of the wealth. And I'm talking about doctors, I'm talking about lawyers, beauticians, landscapers such as myself, photographers, you name it. These people typically, they make more money. However, if no one needs to utilize that product or service at that time, understand that their income actually comes to a halt. Take me, for instance, as I stated earlier, I am a landscaper. And, the busiest times of the year is the early spring, through the summer. But when fall hits and, and winter gets here, my income actually slows down tremendously to the point where I'm actually out here praying for snow, right? But, you think about it, if people stop getting sick, guess what? There would be no need for doctors. And if people were to stop going to the hair salon, or if some people were forced to stop going to the hair salon, like they were a few months ago, when my ladies were out here looking crazy, guess what? Beauticians, they would be out of work. So understand, when it comes to working for yourself, right? You might say, well, I'm my own boss. I call all the shots. And I say all of those things are incredible, but essentially you just really just own the job. So in order to transition from the left side of the quadrant to the right side, you have something called systems, right? And systems allow you to save yourself time, energy, as well as money. Think about whatever restaurant you visited today, whether it was, Taco Bell, whether it was Chick-fil-A, KFC, I hope not McDonald's, but, whatever the case may be, understand that the CEO was not the person that was handing you your meal. But guess what? Their income didn't stop from coming in, right? Think about it. If you were the only one, right, and you own this establishment, and you were the only employee, and you had to make the food, you had to ring up the food, you had to, place the delivery, you have to do everything. Understand that your income, it actually has a cap on it, because you can only do but so much, right? So when I say systems, that simply means that a lot of the time you're putting somebody else in position to put food on their table, and you're teaching them everything that right? So business understand the importance, right? They understand the importance of leverage. You know, J. Paul Getty used to be one of the richest men in the world. And he used to say, I'd rather have 1% of 100 men's effort than 100% of my own. And, me personally, when I heard that, that had to be one of the most profound, prolific statements that I ever heard, because the average person doesn't understand that, right? The average person thinks that they have to work super hard for their money. And that's the only way that they're going to be able to get the job done. And, that's not the case. At least that's not the case for people that's on that right side of the quadrant, right? So me personally, I say study the masses, do the opposite. If the masses of people are on the left side of the quadrant, you want to get to the right side. And that's by becoming a business owner or an investor. You see, investors like Warren Buffett, people like Jay-Z, I want you guys to understand something. Jay-Z didn't become a billionaire by his rap music, right? He became a billionaire by his investments. So how many people on this live right now, right? You really, really, you want to learn how to invest, but you just don't know where to start, or, you want to make your money multiply. You just don't feel like you have the vehicle. And if that's the case, understand you're at the right place at the right time, because we're actually going to show you how you can start investing and something called the foreign exchange market. So what I want to do next, right? I want to bring on my phenomenal business partner. She's going to go over the right side of the cash flow quadrant, aka the best side of the quadrant. But when I tell you guys, you're in you're at the right place. This person, she's such an amazing person. She's been such a blessing to several of my family members. Not only that, because of her, countless people have been impacted. When I tell you that, the lights flicker because of the amount of energy that she brings into the room, you guys are in for a true treat. Miss Brooke, are you available?
Yes, sir. I am here. I am here. Can you hear and see me?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Josh, for that amazing introduction. Everyone, I want you to drop some flames in the chat for Josh. I'm super excited for everything that he's done and everything that he's going to accomplish this year. Again, everyone, my name is Brooke Archer. I had the pleasure of sharing some information with you this evening that I really want you guys to understand and listen to. So I want you to stop everything that you're doing. If you're cooking, turn the stove off. If the kids are around, I want you to go to another room. If you think that about what it is that we're going to talk about. I want you to clear your heart, clear your mind as we have a conversation about money. We have the solution for financial cancer. We have the solution for financial freedom. We have the solution for time freedom. So I hope that you're ready to take some copious notes on this life-changing information. Because guys, once you hear this information, it will be up to you to make a decision to apply the information that we're going to talk about this evening, right? And it's going to change the trajectory of not just your life, but your family's life as well. So there are, again, are a ton of ways that you can invest, but you guys, our vehicle of choice and what's going to help us transition from the left side of the quadrant to the right side of the quadrant is the foreign exchange market. Now, this is the largest, most liquid financial market in the entire world, ladies and gentlemen, in the entire world. It's a $5.3 trillion a day industry. And this is not the stock market, right? Understand that if you've ever been out of the country and you've exchanged the US dollar for that country's currency, that you've actually already been a participant in the foreign exchange market, right? Now, I know a lot of people have been hearing about the foreign exchange market, or Forex for short, a lot on social media lately. And a lot of people just don't understand, how it quite works. But understand this, guys, this is nothing new. The foreign exchange market has been around for over 200 years. It just didn't used to be accessible to the everyday person. What do I mean by that? A few short years ago, if you didn't have a $3 million net worth and at least $100,000 to invest, you couldn't even be a participant in the conversation that we're having right now, right? But thanks to something called retail brokers, we're now able to participate and invest in the foreign exchange market with as little as $10. So understand, this is the market that funds the stock market, because you exchange the currency for another country's currency, and it doesn't make it any less spendable. It still works, guys. $5.3 trillion a day market. And the market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, right? I know a lot of us would not be willing to go to our current jobs for our current salaries for 24 hours straight. I know I wouldn't be okay with that, right? And I'm sure you wouldn't either. But guess what? You're able to do that in the foreign exchange market. Now you can make your money work for you. So understand, guys, even though, you didn't know about it, you're still participating in the foreign exchange market. I want you guys to write this down. My savings account is the bank's investment account. What does that mean? If you have a savings account with Bank of America, TD Bank, Navy Federal, it really doesn't matter. If you've ever been on your mobile banking app late at night and you've gotten that pop-up that says temporarily unavailable, guess what, guys? The banks are literally taking our money and investing it in the foreign exchange market. How do I know that? If you've ever received a deposit or a check for $1.33 at the end of the year, understand that the bank took money out of your account and they invested it in the foreign exchange market. So they're just giving you a little something back, right? To say thank you. We appreciate you. That we were able to make millions of dollars on your $500 savings account. And all we're going to give you back is $1.33, right? So what that means is whether or not you're doing what it is that we're talking about tonight is going to happen to you anyway. The reason why you're on this webinar is because somebody wants to put you in position to take advantage of making it happen for you. Where do you think you would be all your life if you were taught how to make money the same way the banks do? I really want you guys to think about that for a second. So additionally, we're going to educate you on digital currencies. Again, I know a lot of people have been hearing about Bitcoin and Ripple, Ethereum, all of these different, cryptocurrencies, right? But most people, again, they don't know how it works. And that's what we're here for. That's what we're going to educate you on, the cryptocurrency market. I hear people say this all the time, what I don't know can't hurt me. But understand this, guys, what you don't know causes poverty. And what you don't know results in you living a life that you wish to dream for, right? You're living a life that you want. But if you're open to some new information, right? If you're open to educating yourself, you can then live the life that you so richly deserve. So we want to educate you on how you can be a participant, so that you're not sitting around anymore and watching the people around you, be blessed by this information. We want you to be blessed with this information as well. We want you to take it into your own hands, right? So I first learned about Bitcoin back in August of 2020 when Bitcoin was around 18,000. Now, 5 months later, Bitcoin is well over 30,000. So I let something that I didn't know stop me from being involved in something that could have literally changed my life in a matter of 5 months, right? So now, whether or not you knew about Bitcoin, it didn't stop Bitcoin from growing. These markets are moving every single day with or without you. We just want to position you so it can happen with you, right? So the cryptocurrency market is growing towards $1 trillion a day. So these are the two largest, most liquid financial markets in the entire world, in the whole world, you guys, in which now you have access to the information and education that's going to show you how to be a world-class participant in these markets and not, allow it to happen on your behalf, right? So understand, guys, we're not saying that you're going to start learning on our educational platform and in the morning you're going to wake up a multimillionaire. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I tell everybody that this takes two things: effort and time. We give everybody our effort. We give everybody our time. So it's only right for you to now have that opportunity for you to do it yourself. Now, we're not an investment company, excuse me. We're an educational platform where our goal is to educate you on financial literacy, our investment strategies, and help you really, really, really understand how you can truly create wealth, right? We're not here to take advantage of you and to take your money and make a profit for you, then give it back to you once it's made money. The banks are already doing that to us, everybody. So now it's our turn to take full control over what our money is doing, so we can create the financial stability and the financial freedom that we all so richly deserve. So how are we going to do that? How are we going to educate you? Our learning system is extremely simplified. Okay. We have our Foreign Exchange Mastery Academy, and you guys have to forgive me. My computer is moving a little slow today. So this is our online learning system, okay? Your on-demand learning system. It's literally going to take you step by step by step from knowing nothing about investing, from knowing nothing about trading, to being a master at this skill set. And what I love about our platform is that our education is video-based. You're going to be able to not only just watch a video, but you're going to be able to take a quick quiz at the end to see if you really grasp the concept that was covered. People ask me, how long should I be in the academy? And I tell people, give yourself an hour a day, 5 days a week. Then we have our high frequency mastery academy. We call this money in minutes. This is binary options. We're going to educate you on how you can make as much money as you want in as little as 60 seconds. One of my favorite HFX educators is Matthew Thayer. He actually started his trading account, 3 years ago with $500. And today, his trading account is well over $8 million, everybody. I was literally on a session with him last night, and he made $160,000 in 10 minutes. I literally cannot make this up. I can't. Then we again have our digital mastery academy. Digital Currency Mastery Academy, excuse me. This is where you're going to learn about Bitcoin and Ripple, Ethereum, how to do the trades with these pairs. How do you understand the blockchain? How do you become a participant in this market? So now you can be a person that's able to capitalize off of what's about to happen with Bitcoin, with Ethereum. You guys, I'm telling you, Ethereum, it is going to soar towards $5,000 by this year, okay? And right now it's only at 12,000. So if you don't have any Ethereum now, you definitely want to get some as soon as we get off of this webinar, okay? So understand, our Go Live platform is where you get to learn and earn with our master educators, okay? We have over 100 different full-time educators. These are individuals that have already made 6, 7, 8, 9 figures in the market. And they're doing this every single day. They hop on Go Live and they're showing us exactly what they're doing to make money. I want you guys to type a 111 in the chat if you've ever played Simon Says as a kid. Go ahead and type a 111 in the chat if you've ever played Simon Says as a kid. All right, awesome, awesome. So if you can follow the leader, you will make money on our Go Live sessions. They're showing us what they have done to make money. And you guys, I believe that mentorship is the shortcut to success. It really is. They're applying the information that we're learning in the academies, and they're showing us how to apply it in the markets in real time, right? They're trading live. It's live mentorship. So what does that mean, everybody? It means that if somebody, if they get online and they're telling you exactly, what they're going to do to make money, all you literally have to do is open your laptop and play Follow the Leader. That's it. And you'll be able to make money right along with them. So that means you get to capitalize off of somebody else's expertise and be profitable with that information, right? And I tell people, if you're thinking about giving this, a couple of weeks or 60 days, don't even do it to yourself, right? Because nobody goes to their current job or their new job and they say, hey guys, you got about 30 days with me, right? And after that, I'm gonna be on my way. Nobody does that. You're there until you find a better opportunity, until you find a higher paying job, right? We don't go to college and say, hey, why is it gonna take me 4 years to get this degree? Understand that you need to do this until you're profitable. You need to do this until you're successful. You need to do this until your life changes. Because I promise you, if you give yourself 18 months, something extraordinary will happen for you. And I know you're asking yourself, well, Brooke, how do you know that? Because it's happening for people around me every single day, right? So understand that we know that learning takes time. So we put together a host of products and services that are actually going to help you start earning money while you're going through your learning process, right? So you'll be able to earn and learn. We have products like Vibrata, Pivots, Level, the DeLorean. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys. I don't know if Josh mentioned, but I am a new mom. My son was upstairs crying, so I had to go handle that real quick. But again, we have products like Vibrata, Pivots, Levels, the DeLorean. I know here you can see our harmonic scanner. I know it looks kind of like an EKG right now, but this is actually an algorithm-based tool that scans the market on your behalf and gives you all the information that you need to have a profitable trade, right? Then we have apps like Swipe Coin, Swipe Trades, Gold Cup, and Pip Talk that literally send trade ideas directly to your phone. The same way you would get an Instagram, Facebook, email, or missed call notification. And it's up to you to take 60 seconds out of your day to plug in some numbers to your trading platform to be able to make some money. It's that simple. You're going to get access to our academy, to the live mentorship, and the add-on products and tools in one convenient place called our Hello Center, right? With our Hello Center, you can earn and learn on the go. I don't know who told us that cheating was bad in school, but listen, guys, if you copy the right cat, you will be able to make money with our tools and our host of products and services. All you have to do is copy off the expert that's already made a minimum of 6 figures in this market. And when they're looking in the market for profitable trades and they like a good trade setup, they literally send us all the details through these apps, you guys. All we have to do is copy and paste. Guys, this is a great place to start because you don't actually have to have any knowledge for you to be profitable trading today. All you have to do is copy the people that have already made money in this industry and know what they're doing, and you have the opportunity to start capitalizing off of their expertise, right? So if you don't have time to learn the skill set, well, listen, do you have time to make some money? Because guess what? We've made it that simple by giving you all the details, and all you have to do is copy the expert, right? We actually, I'm gonna share a story with you guys. We actually had a gentleman out in Florida who literally within his first 18 months, utilizing the academy, the live education, and the harmonic scanner, profited over $60 million with his biggest day using the harmonic scanner being $5.3 million in one day, right? And the way my brain works, well, if it can happen for him, it can happen for me. And if it can happen for me, it can happen for you, right? Because you're going to have access to everything he utilized. So the only question I have is, are you willing to do what he did to get what he got? If it took you 18 months, would it still be worth it? For me, I say absolutely. Why? Guys, because on whose job, doing what, for how long can you make $60 million in 18 months, right? $60 million in 18 months. Your life could change in less than 2 years. You guys, then we had an anesthesiology out in Dayton, Ohio, with his second trade with swipe trades. He copied and pasted, went into a 14-hour surgery, came out of surgery, and made over $1,300 from his cell phone, right? Now, it wasn't about the money, ladies and gentlemen. It was about what he was doing when he made the money from his cell phone. He was working and he profited over $1,300. Would you be okay with leaving your job today and waking up before you went to work tomorrow with an extra $1,300? Would you be okay with turning your bi-weekly paycheck into a daily check? Type a 333 if you would be okay with turning your bi-weekly paycheck into a daily check. Awesome. You guys, guess what? It's happening for people every single day. Now, understand when I say it's going to take time and effort, let me put that into perspective for you. 2 years ago, we were excited for Dr. J for making that $1,300, right? But a couple of months ago, he actually withdrew over 7 figures from his trading account. Would it be worth 2 years of you learning this skill set? Because we're talking about, yes, being able to make money now, but if you know the effect of compound interest, that you can make a lot of money over a long period of time very quickly, right? But I don't want to be the one to share all the success stories. I'm actually going to bring up Josh back to the floor. I'm going to have him share with you guys how long he's been a part of I Am Mastery Academy, what his favorite product is, and what his highest day trading has been thus far. Mr. Joshua Boyd, are you still available?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you. The floor is yours.
All right, you're doing such a phenomenal job. I get excited all over again just hearing you go over the information and just letting us know, how powerful this company is. But again, my name is Joshua Boyd. I've been involved with this amazing company now for a little over 5 months. My favorite products, I have a few, but I'll just go over a couple. I'm a huge fan of Hip Talk, where educators actually send trade signals directly to your phone, like a text message. I'm also a fan of HFX, aka Money in Minutes. And last but not least, my highest day trading so far, it actually has been a whopping $2,300. With that, man, back to you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Josh. And guys, we share these stories with you because we want you to understand that Josh wasn't somebody that knew anything about investing or the foreign exchange market before he joined I Am Mastery Academy. And if we can do it, you can do it as well. Now, is our academy free, guys? Absolutely not. Specialized knowledge is not free. I know the company would give this information away for free if they could, but they understand one very simple principle, that if you pay attention. If we gave you all this information, away for free, most people will get off of this call and do absolutely nothing because they paid nothing. But if you put some skin in the game and you invest some of your hard-earned money into yourself, excuse me, then you'll take it a little bit more seriously. But one thing that I love about our platform is that it's super affordable. We aren't going to charge you, $50,000 or $30,000, or even $2,000 like other institutions or other platforms. We wanted to make this information economical and affordable for the everyday person to be able to learn some new information, to be able to change the trajectory of their life, right? And their family's life. So we actually have two different packages that you can get started with. You can get enrolled with one of our platinum starter packages. That's going to give you access to the Foreign Exchange Mastery Academy. It's going to give you access to the live mentorship and the harmonic scanner. That's going to allow you to earn and learn on the go for only $235 to get enrolled, and a monthly tuition of $175. Then at the bottom, in the purple box, you can see that we have our elite package. That's going to give you access to everything we have to offer. So you get 3 academies in one: the Foreign Exchange Mastery Academy, the High Frequency Mastery Academy, as well as the Digital Currency Academy, as well as all the products and services, right? For only $325 and a monthly tuition of $275. So you guys, I don't want you to look at this as a bill, ladies and gentlemen, because bills don't pay you, right? Now, if you're saying to yourself that the enrollment fee is not a problem, but I don't really want to pay that monthly fee, right? Then our company literally thought of everything. We have a scholarship program, right? So I want to paint a picture for you, and kind of let you understand better how it works. So once you become a part of our academy, if you know 2 people who also want to learn how to multiply their money, and start making money from their cell phone, from the comfort of their home, you can actually get access to our academy absolutely free, right? So let's say Miss Valerie, Verizon calls you and says, "Hey, Miss Valerie, if you refer 2 friends, family members, 2 people that you love and care about, you can get your cell phone service for free for life." Would you do it? Absolutely right. I know I would. You probably be calling people left and right trying to get them to switch over to Verizon. And now that's exactly how our program works. Not only are we showing you how to multiply your money from your cell phone, your computer, your laptop, your tablet, we're also putting you in position to empower people that you care about. And then you can get access to this information 100% for free. And I know everybody loves free. But you guys, now before we wrap up, I do want to share with you an additional optional opportunity. Some of you are going to want to take advantage of this and others won't, and that's okay. But I ask people, if you saw 2 $50 bills laying on the ground, would you pick up one and leave one, or would you pick up both? You probably pick up both of them, right? Now, if you know more than 2 people who want to learn how to start multiplying their money from the comfort of their home, from the comfort of being on vacation, when outside opens back up, from the comfort of their kids' sporting event, it really doesn't matter. But you can actually get paid from the company for actually sharing this information if you become an independent business owner. Again, this is 100% optional, meaning you don't have to do it. But I recommend that you do. And here's why, you guys. It's not just about income, it's about impact. Now you can put others in position to make money from their cell phone as well. You can empower others and see what's possible for them and get paid to do it, right? We refer people to restaurants and hairstylists and barbers and places to shop already, but we don't get paid for it. But this is a way that you can refer people on how to make an additional stream of income and get paid. So here's how it works. The company has an amazing referral pay plan. It's a way that you can actually start to earn a residual income. And if you're wondering what residual income is literally doing something one time and getting paid over and over and over and over again, right? For work that you only did one time. I've actually heard one of my business partners refer to residual income as Cosby Show money. You know, think about it. The Cosby Show aired, what, 20, 30 years ago? Yet the actors are still getting paid for it every single time the show airs on TV today. So, you know, I ask you, what sources of residual income do you have? What are you getting paid for every single month for work that you did back in 2019 or 2020, right? If you have no forms of residual income, you should definitely pay attention to this next piece that I'm going to talk about. See, if you're able to share this information with 3 people that will also become a part of the academy, the company says, hey, we'll pay you $150 a month. That's $37.50 every Friday, right? Now, I know some of you may be thinking, you know, that's not a whole lot of money, but let me ask you, could you go to your job tomorrow and say, hey, boss, can I get a $150 raise? Probably not, right? You know, if $150 was missing out of your direct deposit, you know, you probably be calling HR the moment, right? The moment your direct deposit hits your account. So understand that $150 coming in definitely makes a difference in your household, right? So once you share this information with 12 individuals, the company no longer says, you know, we'll pay you $150 a month. They'll then pay you $150 every single week. That's every Friday. Now you're earning a residual income of $600 every single month. What could you do with an extra $600 a month, right? But once those 12 individuals are a part of the academy and everybody is together and they're making money and learning how to multiply their money together, they're going to go out and share the information with the masses, right? Now you've accumulated 30 individuals on your team. You guys are all learning together. Now you're a platinum 1000, earning $1,000 in residual income, right? That's $250 every single Friday. No matter what your Fridays used to look like, you know, pre-COVID, you guys understand that the direct deposits hit at about 5 or 6. So that's just the right time for that money to hit your account for you to go out and have some fun, right? So the more people you help, the more people you serve, the more people that you plug in and help them start making money, you know, from their cell phone, from the comfort of their home, the more money you will make, right? Then we have a position called Platinum 2000 and Platinum 5000. This is where you're earning $2,000 and $5,000 a month. Then we have a level called Chairman 10. This is where most people have their eyes set. This is where you actually start to earn 6 figures from simply impacting lives by sharing this information. Chairman 10 is $10,000 a month. With bonuses and incentives the company gives, you'll be earning about $12,000 to $15,000 a month. So I ask you, what could you do with an extra $10,000 a month? What would your life begin to look like with an extra $10,000 a month? Would you drive a different car? Would your kids go to a different school? Would you have a different wardrobe? Would you live in a different house? What would your life begin to look like? Then imagine the type of income that you're going to be bringing in from trading, right? So our chairman levels go from $10,000 a month all the way to $750,000 a month. And I know you guys are probably thinking like, there's no way people are making that kind of money with this company. And you guys, we literally have a 24-year-old college student by the name of Bryce Thompson. That's a Chairman 750. You know, feel free to look him up on Instagram. His name is B Thompson Official. You know, he's probably making more money than all of his college professors combined in 1 month. So you guys, I'm sharing this information with you for 3 reasons: to educate you, to enrich you, and to empower you to take full control over your life. Understand that the transition that's happening in front of us, the greatest transfer of wealth is going to happen from the internet, from our cell phones, from our computers. If you aren't making money in 2021 from your cell phone, or what some people call a smartphone, right? You can't call that a smartphone. It's a dumb phone. It's only bringing you a bill. See, I just gave you some access to some information that people have been getting rich off of for years. The question is, now that you have this information, what are you going to do with it? I know that 95% of you on this call, this information is going in one ear and out the other, right? But I'm excited for the 5% of you that are on this call. I'm excited for the 5% of you that are on this call. The 95% of people that it is going to go in one ear and out the other, you're going to continue to do what you've been doing, and you're going to continue to get the same results that you've been getting, and that's cool. But again, I'm happy and grateful now for the 5% of you that are on this call that are sitting in your chair. You're super excited because you've listened to the information. You're going to continue learning. You're going to apply it. And your life will never be the same. You'll never have to work another job a day in your life because of what you learned this evening. All you have to do is make a decision that the future you will be proud of. That's all I'm asking you to do. So how do you get started? I want you to get back with the person that got you on this webinar and let them know that you're ready to get started, right? That's all my time, you guys. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I look forward to sharing each of your success stories in the future and welcoming you to our team. And we'll see you guys at the top, because the bottom is definitely not an option, and we'll never look down on anyone unless we were willing to lend out a helping hand and bring them up with us. Have a blessed night, everyone.